Hey guys, this is Fallen Soldier here doing a video review for the 1/100th scale Arios Gundam from Gundam 000. It is just a high grade kit, it's not a master grade, which I don't think there's a master grade for this kit, but maybe there will be later on this year. There should be a video up on YouTube on the box, but I don't know if it is, so I'll go ahead and show it. Oh, the kit sells for 2,600 yen, which is like about $19 for the kit. This is one of those kits that transforms, which I'll show you later on. The box has really nice cover art and more detail about it, stuff like that, which is really nice. So let's just go ahead and get started. Okay. This is the Arios Gundam, which in my own thought looks pretty close to the Epion Gundam to a certain point. But that's just my thought. So since it's a 1/100 scale kit, it's the only one that I've built. You know, I got 1/100 scale pre-assembled burst mode blitz yeah. But no, Bolt Gundam. Yeah, Bolt. Then I got a I don't know why this is supposed to be a 1/60th scale Navani broken blade kit, but as you can tell, that's a 1/60th scale. That isn't. That's more of a 100th. Then I got a 1/44th custom that I did, and then another 1/44th custom. Which both of those are completely custom. I'll probably do another video on them because that one will probably be in a contest pretty soon. Hopefully. Anyway, let's go back to the review. I guess we'll start at the shoulders. On the shoulders you have a joint right here, which is decent, and another joint right here that makes it so you can bend that all the way out like that. It has a joint in the shoulder that gives you the ability to flip it up. It does turn frontwards and backwards, but not much. It has the arm joint, has a joint so it can go all the way up, or just about completely up. It can go down to the point where it hits this motors, or the GN drive. And it can spin completely around. It has this joint right here, which gives it the ability to, let's see if I can do it. It's kind of hard to do with one hand since I don't have an action base. But it can spin it can spin like that, which is really good. Then there's also another joint right here, which gives it the ability that he can completely go up and touch his shoulder. His shoulder is armor. So that's really nice. Especially when you want to get those really high detailed bits. The head is actually really nice looking. It can spin completely 360 all the way around. The only thing that stops it is the little chin, the little red chin piece, which I'll show you in just a second. That is right there. That is right there. That's a little bit harder. That's the only piece that stops it. The head moves forward, backwards, and side to side just a tiny bit. But I can't move it much because the whole piece right here pops up at the very moment because I need to glue that in. The other arm is the exact same. The chest can move side to side, but it's hard to do with one hand. But it can move side to side, and I think it can move forward and backwards. Just a tiny bit forward and backwards, not much. The legs can move. Hold on. I want to see if I can. Okay. The legs I'll start with the bottom feet, I guess. It has this little plate here that moves up and down. Go ahead and tip and move around the side so I can move the leg a little bit more. Then this piece has the ability to move forward and backwards, and can move completely flat like that for one of the transform modes. And it can spin completely around. And then it doesn't have an actual too much of a knee to it for some reason, but it will bend down quite a bit. I think it actually, yeah, it bends all the way back to the point where it can touch the back of his head. Then it can also, it goes up, back, and you can twist it completely around. I mean, almost 360. That's the same for both legs. There's no differences between them. Yeah. Then there's these little side skirts, which can move completely up, back and forth. You know. And then there's this fin, which can move like out forwards, backwards, and it can go all the way back for another transform mode. And probably down in there, you probably can't see that very well, but there is a reflective sticker that I really like. Oh, yes. The beam saber handles go right here. But I'll show that when I do the weapons. For more of the weapon stuff. And then I guess I need to turn them around for the back part. For the back, there is a little fin right here. Oh, yeah, his foot is not even all the way down, right? Okay. There's this little piece, and that's like the driver part, which the only piece that I had to paint in this kit was this piece here. And it came with a little reflective sticker, but I decided just to go ahead and paint it since I had the paint. Then I have, and then the flip, which I painted these here black, and that moves just up. And as you can tell, I painted them down here. And then these little cap things right here, which you use for transforming, which you'll see in a little bit. Okay. Let's see. Now I guess we'll go ahead and start talking about the weapons. He has a dual beam rifle, which yes, you can paint that blue, but I don't have the blue, clear blue paint, so I didn't do it. The handle can move around completely. Pretty nice. The top barrel can go up for some reason. I'm not sure what it's for, but that's the way it is. And for this next part, hold on, let me set the camera down for a quick second, and I'll see if I can get the little submachine guns from his handles. Is that takes the hardest, or that takes the most time to get it. I don't know why, but I think it's the fact that I painted mine, so they don't want to come off a lot. Yeah, so if anybody's recommends saying, I took the thing from the idea of painting it from I'll put a thing down in this comment or in the bottom of my subscription. But anyway, these were white, and I painted these black, and then I painted the inside and this black, and that's just hidden submachine guns, which I'll put the cover on. And so that's, let's see if I can bend his arm. That's what it, well, yeah, I really need to get an action stand. But that's with the submachine guns, and there's also one in the second hand, but it's a little harder to get out. See if I can get his beam sabers out, or at least one of them. Oops, wrong piece. The beam saber is like this, but there's a little clip right here at the very end of it, which is not fun to get off. It just isn't. I mean, it's to a certain point, I think they did that on purpose, but that's something we'll probably never really know if they did that on purpose or exactly what. But there's 2 of these beam handles, and in part 2